In today's lesson, we're going to have a look at how to calculate simple and compound interest. For simple interest, the amount of interest that you receive is the same each year. This is dependent on the balance that you start with. For compound interest, the amount of interest received is recalculated at the end of the year, and this depends on whatever the new balance is. The best way for me to demonstrate these is by doing some examples. In my first example, it says Mr. Jones invests £2,000 at 10% per annum simple interest, and it wants us to calculate the balance after 3 years and 7 years. Because we're looking at simple interest, we first want to calculate how much interest we'd get after 1 year. That's 10% of £2,000. I know to find 10% I need to divide by 10, so I can say 2,000 divided by 10 would give me £200 interest each year. So for part A, which asks what my balance would be after 3 years, I could first say that I'm going to get £200 interest 3 times. So that's an extra £600 in my bank account. That means that my final balance is going to be my original amount, which is 2,000, plus the £600 interest that I've received, which gives me a final balance of £2,600. In part B, I'm asked to work out the balance after 7 years, so I know each year he gets £200 interest. We would times this by the 7 years, and that gives a total interest of £1,400. Obviously we need to add this onto his original starting amount, that's £2,000, so we add 1,400 on, and that gives him a final balance of £3,400. In this next question, I'm investing the same amount of money at the same rate, but this time I'm looking at the compound interest and what my balance would be after 3 and 7 years. To do this, I'm going to have to think about my percentage multipliers to increase something by 10%. I know to do this, I need to multiply by 1.1. So to work out the answer to part A, which is my balance after 3 years, I need to take the original investment of £2,000 and times it by 1.1 3 times. So that would be 2,000 times 1.1 would give me the new balance after 1 year, times by 1.1 again would take this new balance and increase it by 10%, and then for my 3rd year take my new balance again and times it by another 1.1. This can obviously be simplified to 2,000 times by 1.1 to the power of 3. This way of writing the calculation is obviously much simpler, and the power of 3 simply tells you how many years you've received the compound interest for. At this point I can take my calculator and use it to work out the answer. So that's 2,000 times by 1.1 to the power of 3. I can see that this gives me an answer of £2,662. So to work out the answer for part B, which is my balance after 7 years, I would do the same thing but with a power of 7. So I take my starting balance of 2,000, I need to times by 1.1 because I get 10% extra each year, and this time I'm going to take it to the power of 7. Again, I can use my calculator to help me work this out. So I've got 2,000 times by 1.1 to the power of 7. This time I'm going to have to round my answer. Because I know money goes into pence, I can do this to 2 decimal places, so that would give me an answer of £3,897.43. So, your task for today is to complete the following worksheet on simple and compound interest. You can download the full worksheet from Show My Homework. You can use your calculator to help you get the answers, but please make sure you show your steps of working it out. This is really important because it will help you get marks when you do your GCSE exams. Once you've finished all of the questions, you can check your answers against those that have been posted on to Show My Homework, and then take a photo of your work and upload it so I can see how you've got on. If you are struggling to complete some of the work from today's lesson, then please do not hesitate to get in touch via comment on Show My Homework. I'll try to make myself as available as possible and get a reply to you as quickly as I can. If the issue requires a little bit more input from myself, I might ask to arrange a time to meet on Teams where I can give you some personalised help with that specific problem.